Hello again. I have a fun, easy little project for us today. You're gonna need white polymer clay. You're gonna need a couple in colors of your choice that are rolled out into strips. When I do this, I prefer to use my extruder so they're all even. I have red, I have some green here. You're gonna need some black strips, and you're gonna need some orange. This isn't quite the orange color that I want, but it's what I've got, so it's what I'm going with. Glitter is optional, as are some white mica powders. I am making some more of these because I sold them really well at my last craft show. I've got another one coming up that's got a lot of people in attendance, so I am down to 2 pair of earrings. So I need to make some more. What you're going to need is either 2 circle cutters, a piece of paper that you draw out the shape on your own, or I have some clay cutters here. It's from Coker. It's called Happy Christmas. It came in a little set that looks like this. And this isn't all of the pieces, but it's what I happen to have in the box at the moment. And this is the one that I'm going to use. These turn out to be the cutest little snowman earrings. I'm not kidding you. They are just absolutely adorable. And the easiest way that I have found to do them is to just take your cutter and push down and pull it back out. And what it does is it gives you a complete cut all the way around except at the neck. Yeah, it just leaves you that little line. And then I like to leave a little bit of space between them. And then if you wanted to, grab a paintbrush. You could do this before or after you cut them out. You can just add a little bit of the, you know, whatchamacallit, that word, that mica powder. That's how it changes it just a little bit. If you don't want it to just be that color. Sometimes snow is shimmery, right? I know you can see the difference. You can leave them right here in this little shell, basically, to hold them in place until you're ready to move them for baking. The easiest thing to start with is a little bit of your black. You're gonna need a blade. Cut that end off, make it go away. And I'm gonna cut itty bitty, tiny little dots. Let's see if I can get this started. Can you see how tiny that is? For the coal. Right. And that wants to stick to my finger. Oh, come on. Do. I like to do 3 pieces of coal down the little snowman's belly. I try and keep them straight. I try and keep them about the same size, but don't always succeed. That's one of the fun things about snowmen, though, you know, especially if you're thinking about a child making it. It's definitely not going to be even a perfect, but part just a little bit thinner. Come on. All right. Now, I don't have to keep using that. I'm just going to use my blade because I think it's easier. Kind of got it to about the shape that I want, but now I need this side to be a little pointy. Okay. Here's the bottom of his face. And that one might end up being too big, but we're going to find out. We're going to see if we can, whoops, we're going to shape this little line into a circle. Not a circle, a smile. He's got a big old crooked smile. little bit too much. Let's take a little tiny bit off. Okay. Oh, I don't want a frowning snowman. I don't know why, but whenever I feel like I go to do something on camera, something that I can do on my own, I'm not trying to talk, or I'm not trying to show you guys what to do, no problem. Just boom, right away. Come on here to show you guys, and it's like, can't get it done. It doesn't want to go. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to keep my fingers out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. If it's just because I'm rushing, I don't know. Okay. There's number one. Now he needs little itty bitty tiny eyes. There's one. I'll put that in the spot where I want it in a second. And there's two. Stop shaking hand. Oops. I just said stop shaking hand. Okay. Give him a little press down in. I lost one of my coal buttons. Let's do that again. Okay. The carrot nose is fun because, you know, like a carrot, you want a skinnier side and a wider side. With a really long carrot nose, but it's a really good you know, size. And he's still too big for that guy's little face. So let's trim just a little bit more off. I don't know. It might be too big. Like this guy, he's pretty little. We'll see. All right. So now I've already shown you a preview of what I like to do next with the scarves. I go across the body. It's got to have a scarf on because, you know, a snowman might get cold outside. Can't have a cold snowman. And then you want this part to be skinnier. It's like it's coming down because it's wrapped around it. And then whatever position you want to put it in, then bring it over to the edge and cut it off. And I leave it like that because then I can always come back and trim it off. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And then this guy, I try and give it some flair somehow, like maybe some swirl, or maybe it's got a tighter curve going off, or maybe it's a long one hanging down. I don't like to make them each the same. I like to make them both a little bit different. Okay, and I'm happy with that. So we'll trim that guy off. Could make a little hat for your snowman, but I love these little snowmen. They are so stinking cute, and they look adorable when you are wearing them. And they just bring in that little bit of a winter feeling. Here's another quick thought for you. Instead of just doing this scarf across each neck one at a time, you can, if you're trying to do it in a bulk, like if you're doing the same color all the way across and you had a bunch of them, you could lay it like this and then just come in and trim your pieces off, being aware of where your lines are from your snowman's little body. And that's another option for you too. And then, so now I'm looking at this one, I'm like, say this scarf is just a little bit too wide. So I'm just gonna come over here And I'm going to trim it off just a little bit. You know, the best part about making these little snowmen is you get the fun of making a snowman without being in the cold outside, freezing your fingertips off. But seriously, it does bring back memories of childhood fun out in the snow. My snowmen are in the oven, and while I am waiting on them, I took the remainder of the white clay, rolled it out, cut off the edges so I kind of have a nice finished edge. And I got these last year. And they're foils. And there's different ones in each box. And there's lots of choices in here, there really are. And I didn't open them to show you because when you open them, they kind of bounce out a little bit. So I try and decide which one I want to use before I open it. And I think I'm going to go with this one because I'm going to stay with the whole snow kind of theme. Oops, I had it right the first way. Let's see how they kind of... So this is how much you get in each one of the strips. It really is a lot. So the shiny side is the side that goes up. Pick a spot and you lay it on here. And then you just got to start working on it. I think I need like a card. Here. It's the combination of the friction and your heat to work to remove the mylar from the backing and get it to stick to your clay. And this isn't the best choice of items to be using to rub on this like this, but it's what I have right here. So it was the quickest thing that I could grab. Let's see. I don't know if I've got it adhered well enough or not, but the trick is when you grab it, you want to pull it quickly. Like that. And I got most of it. Not quite all of it. Let's see, can I line it back up? But I can try. Oops, don't do that. See, that's why you don't use your fingernail, because I kind of dug in a little bit. Yeah, well, I got a little bit more. So when you guys do it, do better than I did. And if you want, you can go down here and make it even bigger. But what's kind of cool about this one, because it's the snow, you can see these little pieces that I missed. It actually kind of makes it look like it's snowing. And just pick another spot, put it on there. I like that spot because it has a little reindeer on there, but I'd have to go all the way over to here to get another reindeer, which is losing a lot of product in the process. Oh, you know what might actually be really cute? And these snowflake cutters. And it would fit. Maybe, because I have a bunch that are white. It would be cool to see something that's in a different color. A little body heat on there. right. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. That really stunk. Didn't get it all. Didn't expect to get this end, but I thought I had it better in the middle. Nope, not going. It just does not want to come off at all. So we're just gonna go for it. And we're just gonna have a snowflake that is not completely there with all the color. And that's okay. You gotta press really hard because you're going through that plastic, essentially. Come on, now you can let go. There we go. Took some of them with me. Oh, that's fun. That's actually really a lot of fun. That one didn't come out cleanly. Okay, so now I gotta clean these up just a little bit. Not fun. So I think I'm going to string a couple of these because I have a bunch of them just laying out on my table. Hey guys. So it's, on first glance, it looks good, right? And I added some glitter onto the back. Made it fun and sparkly. And it looks good until you look a little closer. And you see right here that it's discolored. It's like browned a little bit. And then you look here and you can see that it browned on the edges instead of staying this nice white. You didn't see me cut these, but they did the same thing. Now, the other pieces that I had on this sheet turned out fine. Well, that one's a little discolored, but it's the snowman that I'm really disappointed about. Confession. Apparently, I had my toaster oven too hot. Look, you can see how it starts to, what happens when you overcook your clay. Seriously, Lori. Because it's not like I don't know better. And they were fine, but they weren't quite as malleable as I wanted them to be. I was like, oh, I'll just stick them in for another few minutes. Yeah. So I totally screwed up. This is what they should look like. This is what they do look like. Wah, wah. So I'll have to go back and make some more. But this is what happens sometimes when we screw up. And there is nothing salvageable about any of these guys. But just to show you, I'm human. Trash. So, don't overcook your clay, or you guys start all over again like me. Okay, so I rolled out and I made some more snowmen. And I did some with gold scarves this time. And I attempted to make the little hats, and I'm really not happy with how they are looking, but I wanted to give you the idea of what it would look like if you chose to do this little guy. Some snowflake earrings. These were pretty popular too. And I like to take them and combine them with other things, or just do them like in groups of 3. So what I'm thinking about with these is maybe doing them on something like this. Or like this. And in thinking about that process, that idea, it kind of led to another idea, which I figured I'd show you guys really quick because it's really simple. So I took some white clay, a cutter, a circle cutter, and I got some blue metallic out. I love this color. I don't use it enough. It is called Peacock Pearl by Sculpey. I just love the shimmeriness of it. So take your little snowflake guy, cut it out, and I did exactly what I wanted. It pulled out of the clay, so then I don't have to try and struggle to get it out. And since I'm not keeping this piece, I'm not worried about pushing it back out. Then I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to do my best to center it around the little snowflake. We're going to bring this over. And I've already cut one out, so I have both of them now. Put that one on here, and that one on here. And then cut them out again. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope you can. And then this guy. So it gives me a reverse impression of that snowflake. They're unique, they're fun, they're different. The idea just kind of hit me as I was sitting here cutting the other ones out, that I ought to do one in reverse and put a color behind it. I think those are a lot of fun. Okay, so it's all out of the oven. What I was able to salvage from the first group, and my new pieces. And those are going to be really pretty, I think. I like the effect that that makes, that combination. One thing of note that I should have done differently with these is, especially because I put one on top of the other, is I should have slipped in one of these guys in there, down about that deep. So then I would have already had my, you know, hoop in place. So instead, I will take some of these little tiny guys and screw it in. Not right here on the seam, but here in this white one. Okay, so that I can make my hangers for these. And here's my little snowman family. You guys already knew him, and then he's blah, 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 blah. I need to put my tongue back in my mouth so maybe I can talk right. Here are these guys. He actually kind of has like a little twisted hat. They're kind of cruddy looking. They're not in high enough quality for me to sell, so they are ones that I will hang on to. And unfortunately, this guy, his little body got messed up over here, so these also have to go to the no pile. So again, I still have to make more snowmen. So either my snowmen are going to turn out well, or my snowmen are just on the cursed side. I don't know. So, but anyway, I'm going to put this stuff together and continue trying to get some other stuff together for my show. So wish me luck, guys. And for anybody that was curious, in this little clay cutter set, there's the ornament guy, I mean the snowflake. There is an ornament in here. I think that's the one that I just dropped on the ground. There is a wreath, which looks really cute if you do a bow on it. I have made earrings like this. They look really cute. There's little mittens. There's 2 Christmas trees. I only have one with me right now. The other one has more of a traditional zigzag shape. We all know the snowman, little cap, a moose's head, not moose, reindeer, a stocking, and a gingerbread man. See, and look, they even have a little picture up here on the wreath. I think that's actually a little bit of a different one, but they're just cute and they're fun. Anyway, I just thought I would share those with you for anybody who is interested. I had a lot of fun with these guys.